Okay, hello everybody. We are now live. It's Wednesday, March 23rd, 3 p.m. here in Chicago. Hello, Garrett Polk, Garlando Bloom, Praetorian, 1978, and everyone else is here now. The Garrett just asked a question, so it's I can't click on it actually without switching scenes. I just realized, but it's basically this one plugin. Oh, it's been a while since I've actually done any OBS tweaking, but there's like some. It's called like CB browser, but that's everything that goes in to all the different plugins that you see people with. Yeah, it's got the timer, the chat window, those are all related. You know what? It's funny though is that my MooBot is not working. Oh, I see MooBot has been removed from chat. Okay, well, we'll see. Whatever. I'll worry about that later. I think MooBot gets removed if you aren't streaming for a bit. But anyway, let me go ahead and just post on Twitter, let everyone know that we are now live. One second. Oh, right, Garrett, I think you talked about you're starting to stream as well. Yeah, I use OBS. That seems to work pretty well. I haven't really looked at any of the other broadcasting softwares. Yeah, MooBot quit while I was in GDC. I think you can probably make the countdown stop at 0, but I don't. It doesn't seem like a default feature that's in the chat, the plugin, and it doesn't really matter. I try not to go over it. Oh, Ark Survival Evolved is facing a major lawsuit. Interesting. It's good enough. I actually use it to do offline recording as well, mostly just because now I have got like my scene structure set up. Hey, Sunsail. Yeah, I'm actually going to try to stream on the week in the afternoons because it's actually better for people based here in the U.S. and also people in the EU can come and check it out. And Fur Trapper, hello. Praetorian 1978 says no. I'm not sure why. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the stream. So basically what I've been doing, and this is a really great quote from Gaussworks, the automatically. You guys are talking about OBS. I forget his name. Jack Monahan. He's one of the developers of Brigador, and he said a quote which is, "Whatever you think is obvious in your level, players will think it's subtle, and whatever you think is subtle, players will think it's invisible." So, well, if it's 10 p.m. now in Eastern Europe. But the way we were doing it before at 7 a.m., at 8 p.m., that was like 4 in the morning. That would have been, 4 a.m. Oh, right. So we are going to, yeah, we're going to stream now at this hour, or earlier. Okay, so basically what I've been doing is, so previously these columns only had 3 steps, and I made them now have 4, and I've also widened this area so that, because we're actually going to put something there, which means I've had to make these walls a lot more spacious. So you can see actually now these staircase, they don't extend farther out. Yeah, no, I think it's good. So I'm just exaggerating all things. So you can see what I've done now is I've pushed this out further. This used to be a lot shorter, like in here, and we just dragged it out. I think I've come to a design for this that's not too obtrusive. Okay, you know what? Actually, this is going to do... Yeah, we're going to do it this way. Yeah, especially because this game, there's no... I think, when we were talking about... Right, and I think Orlando Bloom talked about how... I think you showed it to your brother, and he completely missed the diving boards, right? So, the problem is... Orlando Bloom is, not a good test case. I think someone like Orlando Bloom, you're very good to get to see if, on a high level, to see if puzzle designs are good and interesting, but in terms of whether the level design is clear, because you're a fellow puzzle designer, you're tuned, your brain is sort of tuned to think like that, but not a lot of people are. So it's sort of, you want to design for maybe the lowest common denominator or something. But yeah, so I'm trying to just make things even more clear. Right, so there's sort of little bits of little pieces of things. So you see what I did there was I actually made it. You can see this thing. I dragged it out. So this is 5 units. This purple piece is 5 units. It previously was 4. The thing is, because we've got this at 5 units, it felt like that made more sense to kind of keep them be the same. The other thing we are going to do now is we are also going to just move this forward so that it's actually 4 inches in, basically similar to this one, right? Oops, I'm William Shim. But anyway, how are you guys doing? Oh man, I had a awful experience last night. So, I don't know if you guys noticed, but behind me there is no longer a freezer. It used to be in that spot. And what happened was, it was discovered, I after coming back from GDC, I noticed this smell. It smelled like cabbage. And I was wondering if... what that smell was, and it turned out the freezer had defrosted and for about a week, and it was disgusting, and then we had to throw it out. Yeah, I was thinking it would be Mr. Lee Perry. Yes, so a few things. Praetorian 1908. Yes, this is the first outside level. Mr. Lee Perry, hello. It would be great to edit with symmetry. What I do is I just have prefabs with all of them, so you can see I did that there. I moved it, right, and I'm just gonna hit apply, and that gets applied to all the other instances. I do think it would be cool to have some kind of symmetry, but we'd have to sort of hack. We'd have to, write something that, like for this, we could have done like a radial symmetry with 4, and I think that would be very nice. Maybe it is worth our time to write the tools. Yeah, it's hard because watching the Media Molecule guys stream development with Dreams, you see how amazing their tools are, but at the same time, you know, they've got sort of bunch of really talented people working on that, and it makes sense to, they can sort of justify having really great tools. Although maybe it wouldn't be that hard to do it, so I should at least look into it. Yeah, prefab. So like in this case, right? So this is not a prefab. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and, oh right. So see, this is the problem, right? We'll testing in general. I know, yes, I agree, but I do think that at least for the opening level, I am gonna err on the side of too obvious. The issue is I think also there's like some certainly there's like marketing considerations, right? Just that you want, probably when this game is out, people are going to be watching Twitch streams, are going to be watching YouTube videos of the gameplay, and I think most of that is going to be the first hour. And if people watch a streamer getting stuck in this area, I don't think that's going to leave a very good impression. So I am going to err on the side of making this way more easier to navigate than harder. Hey, Boz Float, hello. Welcome. I think that's the first time I'm seeing you here. And Ezio Auditore, hello. I actually got Unity, Assassin's Creed Unity. Sean Hogan, he's the dev of Anodyne. He lent me his copy, but I haven't gotten very far. I think I'm in the... I've played for like 5 minutes. I know, but it's true. I think it is part of it, but in this case, and that's probably the better way to think about, that would be the right puzzle. That might be what would make it a better puzzle game, but I think there's unfortunately not making a puzzle game in a complete vacuum. Are they getting stuck for dumb reasons? Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Well, that was very short, but thanks for coming by and checking it out. Boycotting. Yeah. Well, so sometimes I see the. Well, I guess I don't know if that's a dumb reason, but sometimes people are not seeing this stuff. I'm definitely not making the level easier. I'm not removing the puzzles. I'm just exaggerating the elements that guide people. Oh yeah, that's I'm not a fan of that either. Which is why Assassin's Creed 2 is still my favorite. I haven't even gotten to that part in AC Unity where they start making you buy stuff. Reorder levels in the narrative based on testing of... Yes. Yeah, I know they have the they talked about like having the portal system where they could just portal in between levels in Portal 2 when designing, and I think that was very helpful. We do have something sort of like that. Yeah. Yeah, I do think Portal 2 was too designed to the point where it sort of ruined the game experience because you're just like you start looking for the clues that they hint. Yeah. Yeah, well, I think they have to, right? Because if you have like 3 million people playing your game, and even if only 1% of people are getting stuck, that's still 300,000. No, 30,000 people. What does Steve think about Portal 2? Was Steve streaming? Okay, let's go into this level and take a look now. Right. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm following Steve on Twitch. Oh, maybe I don't get Twitch alerts. Oh, I guess I wasn't. Yeah, I'm mostly playing Unity to get a sense of the way the... I think Paris is a really cool city, and I kind of just want to walk around there. So... My frame rate is not great for this level right now. Right, so the idea here is like I want you to sort of stand here and then these ones become very obvious. And I think, yeah. Right, the other thing we're doing is we're putting the square switch like directly outside. So you come out and you put it there. I think it's just hard. I think the Ubisoft is such a machine now. Like even if you do care, it's hard to fight against what the rest of the system that is the company. Yeah, there are definitely different ways of... I mean, there's so many ways of getting to it, but this is more just... The problem is with the... I don't like the diving boards on the orange platform because they don't... You don't land. I mean, you sort of do. Hey, Shifting Bits! Bob, what's up? How is GDC for you, man? The laser pillars. Oh, is he? Oh, I see. From the purple. I mean, that works too. But I was hoping that the intent of the diving boards were more clear. But I think now these laser pillars look a lot more intentional. They're a lot bigger before, so they have more steps. And yeah. Well, you know, that's the thing with, I think with being indie, you sort of have. I mean, I can understand why the large studios do that, right? Because there's so much money at stake. Like for me, if I delay my game for a month, I mean, really, the cost of that is rent and food for an additional month. Or if I'm, you know, David when I'm paying him for another month, right? That's like a few $1,000s. Whereas if you're a big company, the delay is that's like a few million, maybe. But which is why I think indies are, you have the advantage of really. I do think actually perfectionism is probably dangerous, but indies are allowed to get a little bit closer to that. Gotta talk a lot of people finally getting back in the groove of bug fixing and build prepping. Ugh, fun. Not. Oh, right. There's marketing costs too. Yeah. I like what Hyper Light Drifter did, which is basically like, hey, the game's out next week. $5 million a month. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I mean the thing is, ultimately though, I've actually never worked at a large studio, so I wouldn't know. But but yeah, although Ezio Auditore, I think isn't I think Ubisoft is taking a break from the dev cycle, from the Assassin's Creed dev cycle, um, which I think is good. I think it needs. Cause yeah, that's one of my, at least for a while, was one of my favorite AAA franchises, and it's one game it's the one franchise I've played the most number of games from. HLD is good. What's HLD? Well, I think what I mean is they're not doing the annual. They're not doing the one game per year launch cycle, which I think was the problem. Oh, Hyper Light Drifter. Yeah, this conversation is moving around too much. I don't know. Hyper Light Drifter seems like it's really fulfilling the Fez niche, like retro but modern, like a really polished take on a retro. So yeah, so see, this is the problem, right? We had the switch here, so people would come out of this area and not see the switch right away, so they would jump off, and and now I'm just gonna put it right where they are guaranteed to see it. Oh yeah. But Ezio, what did you think of Black Flag? I thought that was actually I did not enjoy 3 mostly because every level forced you to do 2 fast travel because they started you off in like that cabin and you had to go through the frontier before you go through the like they'd have the mission and it'd be in Boston and you'd have to like travel through 2 areas just to get to the city. So there was like basically 2 loading screens. But I love Black Flag. I thought, in my opinion, Black Flag is I say Black Flag is the best Tomb Raider game there is. Alright, we are going to put this one here. Whoa, 2,000 people in that game. Damn. Oh, really? Huh. I think it just felt refreshing. Okay, so we are now... Okay, we're gonna go ahead and make the line for this guy. Oh, yeah, so the other thing we need to do is actually make the steps. So, in this case, we've got 1 step. So, yeah, see, we need the go steps here for this pillar. And what that is actually, so it's 1 step, and the top step is 4. So we would extend front, back, left, right. We don't really actually need to. So we only need to generate the ghost stairs in this case. Yeah. So what bits are environment and what bits are puzzles gameplay? For this level, this is the opening level. Pretty much everything is mostly gameplay puzzle design. Like, okay, you're not. This part isn't a puzzle, right? What I mean is, these you're not like trying to stack how these are, but this is designed so that it leads your eyes to look at the laser. So it's sort of hard to say like this wall is a puzzle wall, that wall isn't. But for this section, it's definitely it's more sort of like the guiding philosophy. This is definitely one where everything is driven. Sort of the guiding principle is the puzzles and then making sure that what's important there is clearly communicated. Let's see here. Okay, so now we're gonna have another 1, 5, 5. Include back faces to just generate ghost stairs. Yeah. Yay! Speaking of Phil, you know he's excited about Manifold Garden, which is very cool. I'll send him a build once we have something ready. Because actually, Fez was a big influence on this game as well. I love the world building in Fez, and even though navigating through areas was kind of tedious, I do really in the end I actually do appreciate that part of it. Okay, so now we need to. So yeah, you can see what I've done is I've added the ghoster so that the player. So actually, Garlando Bloom was talking about he placed the box in one area in his playthrough and was trying to walk over it and he couldn't, and it's because there was no ghosters. Like I don't, I unfortunately don't generate ghost steps dynamically at runtime, so they have to be so like, because I think you had the box place where it was the same like distance as what this would be, and you couldn't walk up it. That's just a bug I'm going to ship with. I think I think it'd be way too complicated to create those dynamically, and it's a fairly small case. Renault Bidar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Renault was just the programmer. I mean, saying just a programmer is sort of doing a disservice to Renault because the tech in Fez is pretty insane. But yeah, I believe all the design choices were all the design decisions were Phil's. See. Yeah, the thing I also love about Fez is it looks like you're looking into Phil's soul. Like it feels like such a personal game. I should replay Fez. I think they were also one of the first people to do the long trailer, right? Which is so cool. Like you've seen that now with Moonhunter, The Witness also done. They worked really well for The Witness. With the environment puzzle, I see what you're saying when looking at it in the black and white faint gradient color scheme in game makes everything blend together almost. Yeah, that's something I'm still working on. There is part of that is, yeah, it's still a work in progress. Lava timer. Okay, so now we need to add those pieces. Let's see here. A certain other design direction game would have been But yeah, anyway, I'm excited to send Phil a build and see what he thinks. I think this is pillar F2, column tip. Okay, let's do this. Go. Ugh. Right. By the way, has anybody seen Moobot? Because Moobot... Maybe Moobot has quit. It's damn robot revolution. They just quit whenever they want. Oh, okay. I guess it's currently down. All right. Speaking of Moobot, since Moobot's not saying it, but if you're new and you're enjoying the stream, you should definitely follow. All right, so I got everything. Oh, okay, so the last thing we need to do is go back and redo the staircase on the inside of this tunnel, but that's fairly simple. Let's go in and walk around and take a look and see how the spacing of this works. I think so. I mean, there is a lot of Fez in it, and I know he talked about sort of, he likes just spaces that you can walk around in, which is very much this game is about. But yeah, no, I've met him in person, and he's definitely familiar with the game and seemed very excited about it. So, so that was awesome. I have no idea what he has been up. I think just enjoying life and taking it easy. I think I need to watch. I should rewatch Indie Game the movie. I think now. Like, that was... I watched that before I started Manifold Garden many years ago. And I remember it being very inspiring. And I think it still is. Okay, we have actually a bug. So I can't have what has David? So David is actually currently working on the level loading portal system. So we are we're aiming to get a vertical slice done by end of April. So the double gravity world, that's really me. We got a hub world, portals, right? So this is sort of it. Portal and level loading is a big thing because we want to be able to go in between worlds. That's a big unknown. Tree growing color combo. I don't know if I talked about that, but it was actually an idea from Alan Hazelden. Oh, so actually this might be a good thing to talk about because we were talking about the trees. And So I showed him the tree growing stuff, and that's like, okay, blue tree, you combine a blue cube with blue water, and that gives you a blue tree, which gives you more blue cubes. And Alan was like, that's not very interesting. And you made a very good point, which is that in order to get, so it's like, 'cause basically, in order to get more blue cubes, you need 2 blue cubes to start with. And to go from some to more is not that interesting. Whereas, like, if you start with blue cubes only and you're somehow able to grow a red or purple cube from that, well, that's a lot more interesting. So, right, because from none to some is better than from some to more. I don't like, so I think this feels very clear to me now, this communication. It is. The one thing I wish Trello had was like a reference document. You know, like you have something that you're like, okay, well, this is set, and we kind of want to just be able to check in on it regularly. It unfortunately does not have that. You know what I mean? Like for example, we have these notes on like Portal 2 field notes of like what walking through a portal in Portal 2 is like. This is a great reference, but we don't really, it doesn't really need to be a card that we're going to cross off. It's just something to reference, but right now so it should be like, I don't know, if it'd be nice if they had something down here where you can use that. Almost more like a wiki. Style guide. Casey Mortori. Where is Casey's discussions with that stuff? Yeah, so it's like we've got Slack, Trello. We use Slack to kind of chat and talk about stuff. We use Trello to manage tasks. We use Skype to do voice chat. Now we have to use Google Docs. It's like somebody just make one thing for this project management, man. And then we got to use a wiki for that. God, this is, somebody please. There is a startup opportunity ripe for the taking. I do not need another app to deliver bread. Breader. Oh, I guess, you know what? I think Basecamp might actually just be that. Now that I think about it. Yeah, never mind. I guess it's just not free. Yeah, I think actually, now that I think about it, I think Basecamp actually does it, but you need to pay. Luncher. Microsoft Link. I don't even know what that is, but having the Microsoft name in front of it is not. Oh man, I'm really. every time I use what's that site? Visual Studio. It's like asking me to sign in, and that's actually kind of worrisome because what if I'm not? What if internet is down? Then I can't use Visual Studio. Okay, so the one thing with back here is I think this part is a little bit. I think it needs steps. And then we are almost ready to go. The bad quality version. What is this? With Casey? Oh, from Handmade Con. Oh, with Tommy. Okay, yeah. I'll... Okay, so you see this is okay. Let's move this up a bit. What is this piece? What's the size here? This is our trigger for end of demo. Okay, so this is 48 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 40. 40, 40, 40. So let's see here, widening, we'll start with 42. Now you know what, we'll do 4 steps and we'll start with 44 and include back faces, no bottom faces, and that's what we will do. Okay, there we go. This is 3 steps. Now that I think about it, you know what, this might be better with 3 steps, and instead of 44 we start at 40. Yeah, you know what, let's start at 46 and we'll do 3 steps. So widening, number of steps 3, and we'll do 46, 46. Oh fuck, I need to include back faces. Wait, and I said I wanted 46, not 47. 3, 46, 46, front, back, left, right, include back faces, don't include bottom faces, yes. Hey, by the way, did Casey announce the next handmade con? Has that been announced yet? Because that's definitely something that I would be interested in going to. Okay. There will be another one. Yeah. I think this year they just did it at, yeah, that's the thing. They were. I know some guys were trying to do the Midwest Game Developers Conference, and it's so expensive. Prices are insane. And the problem is, if we hold it in Chicago, we'd probably have to get the convention center by the airport, by O'Hare, which is actually really not such a great spot. Okay, so let's go inside and run around a bit and check out. Okay, so I do think that these towers are a lot clearer communicating to the players. I'm wondering if I should add steps here. Ooh. This is tricky. Yeah, you know what? I might add some steps to this. Things I don't want this to feel like a spot you're supposed to be. Oh, we're missing glass, missing windows. They should just get the same speakers. What's an online convention? Yeah, you know what? Hold on a second. So, what I am going to do with this guy is going to bring him in like this. Oh, fuck. This is what's I don't know what the hell's been happening here, but it keeps my ProBuilder prefabs are getting fucked up. Oh, come on. What is happening here? Like, I think I'm selecting the wrong faces, and it's... Audio there was not great. Room was really echoey. What is the dimension? This is 40. Okay, so with widening, that's going to be 3. Let's say 40. No, you know what? Yeah, 44. And, no, wait, hold on a second. 40. That's 3. 43. Okay, extend front, extend that. And we do not include back faces. So that should be... Oh, fuck. Maybe this should be... Alright, sorry if I'm not following the chat right now. I'm just trying to figure out the spacing for this guy. Hey, anyone check that temporal? Hey, I have not checked that out. For you know what, let's do it's this. Okay, so I am trying to set up the steps to go around. It looked too weird having it be like, just give me 1 second. Do not include back faces. Okay, so like I want to have these steps. It just looked weird earlier. Hey, how did it work? The I've not got a chance to check it out. Hey, sir, what was the yeah, Garland of Bloom, what was the discussion about? So the thing here is that I don't like flat spaces. Let's oh, interesting. Yeah, you know what? Hold on a second. I'm going to... No, I'm not going to add a grid to the floor. I had it before and it didn't look that good. It just clutters it with a lot of detail that's not necessary. Is that 8 steps? Hey, Mocha's Mo, what's up? Well, yeah, now it doesn't really matter. It's there will be... Man, that's a pretty good cheat, because I thought I deleted it like right away, but anyway. It's going to get uploaded soon to the vault. No. It's going to be free. I'm pretty sure Joel Burgess, he's the guy that runs it. They put it up for free. Sort of a lot like a lot of the IGS talks. Ah, well, that's good to hear. But yeah, I really want them to upload that ASAP. So, and if they don't, I might go ahead and just upload a version. I thought the talk I gave at GDC went pretty well. Oh God. Interesting. Yeah, I think it was definitely much more about level design than it was about puzzle design. You see, Orlando Bloom is not a fan of the GDC. Okay, so I do like this. I do like that. You know, we'll make it. I like this. I like the tower. Well, I think my previous catchphrase was "fuck," so I guess I've gotten a bit better. You can't. No, you can't. I must have. I think there was something in front of me. I just did it very quickly, so you didn't notice it. But There is no changing of the gravity in midair. Hey, the Age of Gray. Welcome. Yeah, no, I think as long as you're next to a wall, you can do it. You can't you can't do it in midair. No, you can do it in midair as long as you're next to a wall. Yeah, basically what Mokismo said. Yes. One, two, three, four. Come on. 'Hopefully I have a... It's actually really hard to make a puzzle that requires that specific technique. Because it's a navigational thing, right? So you can... And there's... The gravity changing thing is pretty overpowered. In the sense that you can kind of get anywhere with it. So it's hard to constrain the player to just use that. Oh, hey, Keith. Yeah. I'm gonna get some water. It's not actually game breaking. The thing is you can't really do that inside. It's like what's the thing in Portal? The technique that speedrunners use, where when you watch Portal speedruns, they're like jumping backwards because it's a little bit faster. Oh yeah, hey Keith. So I think it's sort of the same thing. I don't think it breaks the game when they do it. Not the fridge that was tossed out. I had to bring it down like 3 flights of stairs. But anyway, it's gone this morning. Okay, so let's line this up. You know, what color purple? This is taking forever. Okay, this is not... There we go. With an interior cube with a block coming off one floor and not attaching walls, you would need the technique to get on top of the block. Coming off one floor, not attach any walls. I'm not fully understanding. I think I do, but I think, yeah, there's a... Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, by the way, next Monday, I think the Pro Builder guys are going to be on, so we're going to talk about writing tools for Unity and what that is like, man. Okay, so now this is 46. Yeah, the floating cube, I'm not a... No, okay, yeah, so yes, an indoor floating cube would work, but that's, like, not really a fun puzzle. And also, how would you land there in the first place? It also doesn't feel like it's part of the spirit of the game, in that the game is not very, none of the puzzles are very execution based. Alright, I like that. We are now, oh shit, it's 4:14. So, okay, we're gonna run through this. Then the next thing I need to do is all the lines. Floating carryable box technique to solve that one puzzle with the stairs. Interesting. I think I'd have to see that. Oh, if you want to get to the top? Right. No, yeah, in this case you would need to do the technique. Right, it actually doesn't need to be floating. Oh, right. You know what? I might change this to... Okay. Yeah, no, I mean the simple one would just be to take what Moximus already and you put a box up there so they gotta get it and just bring it down. And it's like, well, you basically have to use that technique to get it. Oh yeah, no, I bookmarked it. I think. Can you, Mokusmo, can you just send the link again? Yeah, I feel like this would be... Ah, there we go. Ah, yes! Pause back. Yeah. Okay. You know, I will do this today. Just after this. Okay, how many steps are here? 7 steps. This is how big? Front, back, left, width, back faces. No, include the back faces. Yes, definitely include them. Whew. Ah, God. Right, so I think I prefer this wide section versus the stairs I had before. Oh man, fucking level design. It takes forever. But I think that oh, why is my frame rate so fucking terrible? The only problem is it's got this, right? This like, is that those lines look fucking terrible. But, you know, I kind of like it here this way. I kind of like it this way better. Hey, Mortalius Grand, how's it going? Welcome. I'm actually in the middle of doing level design. Can somebody link me to the play did temporal anti-aliasing stuff? I think I want to go ahead and check this out. Give me just a second. How do I do this? How do I do this? Download zip. So this is for Mortalia's Grand. Basically, I don't know if you've seen Inception, but there's a scene in Paris where they change gravity. They bend Paris in half and change gravity. So you can do that in this game, and it's also about crazy geometry. So you can see I can fall forever. I don't. Yeah, it's so that's the problem, right? It's like I love the way the steps look. Oh, neat. Yeah, so this game's been in development for 3.5 years now. It's for PlayStation 4 and PC. Like, I love how these steps look, but they really cause... Let's see here. Let me see here. I just want to see if it helps. So did I download it? Oh, let me move this out of the way. Temporal master. Do I just have to... Ooh. Is it just the script? It looks like there's actually quite a bit of stuff. The world is infinitely... It's not mirrored. It is... It's not mirrored. It's just sort of repeated. But yeah. Do I want to bring it in? Yeah, it wraps around, so... We'll see, it might not actually work at all. I think if they're using temporal, it should fix it, right? Because what it does is it's using the previous frame and comparing the current frame, and then blending those two. At least that's how I understand temporal anti-aliasing. That other Christopher Nolan film, Interstellar. There's actually a lot of Christopher Nolan in this game. I mean, I'm a big fan of his visuals, but I'm not actually a huge fan of his of the stories though. Fuck. Is this supposed to be working? God damn it. Is this... You know what? We have all this... Oh, God. So we have like a ton of stuff here. No. Should I be able to move around in this scene? Somebody that's plated. The problem is you have all this stuff that's trying to... Oh. No, it's just showing you this. Camera. Yeah, so we are going to add the temporal thing to this. Ah, come on. Please don't do this to me. Oh, do I need to add the... Okay, so do I need to put it on objects that are moving? Because if that's the case, then it's not going to work. Okay, I don't think in that case, I don't think we're using it. Let's see if this works. Hopefully it doesn't fucking break everything. Okay, never fucking mind. Wow. Okay, that's okay, hold on, that's too much. That is too much. That was too much, but it does look like it's working. Okay, let's see. Motion blur strength. Let's dial that down to like 0.01. No, I think it's actually causing edges to disappear. It sort of helps and mostly just makes everything look really blurry. Um, yeah, I'm getting some other problems, so I'm gonna get rid of it for now. I'm having some other problems right now, though. The rest of the scene isn't being loaded. It... Why the fuck is the rest of the level not loading? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. There is no. We're doing MSAA, so we do have that. SMAA, right? But that's different. Maybe I should just read what the hell this thing says. No idea what's happening. Yeah, I don't think I would have figured this out on my own. Damn. Okay, let's see what this looks like. So I think it does fix it, but it just loses it out. Yeah, it's like whenever I'm moving, everything's just super blurry. And then you can see if I hold still, then it goes into focus, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Ooh. I mean, it's not bad, actually. It's not bad. It's not bad. How do I make it so it's like... Actually, I don't think temporal works so well for first person. Because, yeah, we get that problem where as long as you move, everything's, like, blurry. I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah, it basically, what it does is it sort of goes back in time and checks. So you can see if I move, it's like blurry, and if I hold still, things sharpen. I mean, it is nice. It's pretty good. I just don't like... I think it's disabling my SMAA. I don't know. It's just got that, like, blurriness to it that sort of bugs me a bit. Plus, I think my performance is taking a bit of a hit. I can't tell. I'm not sure what MSAA does, actually. It's just another... I don't know, it's too blurry. It's too blurry. I can't, I'm not a fan. It's cool. It actually works really well. And it makes me realize I definitely could not have written it on my own, which I had thought about. I don't, you know what, if it really bugs people, they will just... I think it actually disables the SMA automatically. But anyway, I'm not gonna. That's like this rabbit hole that I don't want to go down right now. Um, oh fuck. The game does run pretty well. We're doing a lot of optimization, but it looked really great in motion at GDC and even now. It's more stuff like this. You see that the stairs disappearing. Like that is kind of annoying. All right. Enough talk about super sampling. Yeah, what do you guys think? I'm gonna leave these stairs. I like them that way. Really, really bugs people. I change it, but for now I am good. We do need to Yeah, I'm actually not using the Unity one. I'm using this one that this guy Thomas Chom made. Um, the Unity one is basically just like the blur effect. Yeah, that's a thing. Like when people talk about the Unity look, quote unquote, that's it's usually because you're using the default post-processing things. Oh, fuck. Alright, I gotta take a break. My eyes are killing me. I'm gonna go outside, go for a walk. But anyway, thanks so much. This fight's almost done. Basically, the only thing that needs to be done, and I'm gonna do this later tonight, is these line meshes need to get redrawn. You know, I'm gonna keep this for now. I like the way you can kind of navigate this because you can kind of come up and go down in any direction instead of having to sort of walk through these stairs. So maybe those are still good. But yeah, the big, I mean, even you can even see the like weird, you know, like that's not even my game. It's just the resolution. Look at that. You can see that moire effect. There's just not enough pixels, man. So, so I don't know. I mean, this might just be sort of the problem. Hey, Massey, Manifold Garden. Yeah, you have reached the pinnacle of the nerd dome. We've been waiting for you. Are you new? I'm actually just about to end the stream, but the quick pitch is, Garrett, you should, if you're starting now, I mean, the website, manifold.garden, it's a game about crazy architecture, unusual physics, and weird geometry. So I do level design and game development here. Well, okay, so what's left is we need to redo these line meshes. I need to redo the staircase that's inside this column so that it actually goes around. And, well, you understand manifolds. You will understand some of them, yes. So, anyway, I am going to end the stream here now. So I'm gonna finish this up tonight. So tomorrow's Thursday when I stream. I'm just gonna do like a quick review of the area. I don't think we'll actually be working in this, and then we'll get around to making new stuff. So, oh man, yes, yeah, it is. It starts at 3 p.m. now. So, all right, thank you guys for... No, I'm actually not all that good at math. So, anyway, I am going to tune out now, and you guys can... I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Oh, and if you're new and you're enjoying it, the stream, I am not that smart. It's true. Just been working on this game for a very long time. So, if you're new and you're enjoying the stream, make sure to follow.